Hey guys, it's Captain Forrest here, and today I'm here with a spicy Marvel vs DC matchup. Today I'm going to be going over both these combatants to see who would win, more often than not, Reverse Flash versus Juggernaut. Now, before I start this video, I'd like to say a huge shout out to the coffee shop gang. Check out those links down in the description. Also, shout outs to Korin O'Keefe, shout outs to Benjamin, shout outs to the rest of all the HQ squad for helping me in my videos and for providing me scans and all that good stuff. Their link shall be in the description also. If you guys would like to also support me, my Cash App link is in the description. If you guys would like a Marvel or DC matchup that I am able to do, hit me up on my Discord, business inquiries only, and of course we can sort out some prices. And I've got my Cash App in the description also. So check out those supporting links down below. But yes guys, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of things. So starting off with Reverse Flash, I'll mainly be using a mixture of different feats for Reverse Flash, but I will also mention other versions near the end of the video. Reverse Flash has demonstrated some really impressive AP showings. We've seen Reverse Flash blitz the Justice League and physically bombard them with attacks. He has hurt Superman and Wonder Woman. Reverse Flash should be relative and should scale to Barry and Wally West, as Reverse Flash has demonstrated to physically harm and blitz Barry and Wally on a good few occasions in post-crisis, which would put Reverse Flash in the multiversal plus regions of attack potency. Now, I go over the cosmology of the AP scaling in most of my other videos, so please check that out. Now for speed, Reverse Flash should easily have irrelevant speed. He can move through multiple temporal dimensions. Reverse Flash has blitzed Superman. This same Superman is able to keep up with the other Flashes in the attempts to chase down Reverse Flash, who was blitzing them. We've seen the likes of Wally West travel to the 853rd century. Reverse Flash is able to tag Wally West. Another impressive feat as well, Superman himself was able to move inside the Source, which is directionless, and Reverse Flash should easily scale to that too. He's been able to tag this same Superman and blitz him, and as mentioned before, Reverse Flash should scale to Barry in terms of speed and AP. It's also been demonstrated by Barry that he's able to blitz Hal Jordan, and Hal Jordan himself has demonstrated impressive speed showings of his own, such as flying to the future without his lantern, and he's also demonstrated to travel a timeless, distanceless barrier in an instant. So the speed scaling is very concrete and consistent for Reverse Flash. Now let's move on and go into some of Reverse Flash's hacks and other abilities that he possesses. Just like all the speedsters in DC, Reverse Flash shares many abilities, such as the ability to steal the kinetic energy from his opponents, rendering them completely immobile. He can create after images, make himself become intangible, and phase through objects and people to cause them internal damage to their organs or pass through their attacks. He can erase you from existence and can perform hacks such as traveling back into the past and killing you as a baby. He can BFR you and leave you in a dimension, and he can also travel back very far into the past and leave you there. It's been demonstrated by Reverse Flash that he can time travel to the 25th century, and even other speedsters are very capable of performing such feats, such as Wally West himself, who's able to travel to the 853rd century, and Reverse Flash can also BFR you into the negative speed force, which is an outerversal realm. Moving on, Reverse Flash has a causality type 2. He's extremely hard to put down, as Reverse Flash is literally outside of history. So every time he dies, he will just simply come back. Not even the powerful Dr. Manhattan could permanently kill or erase Reverse Flash, as it's literally been demonstrated after Dr. Manhattan killed and poofed Reverse Flash away. Reverse Flash literally comes back. No matter how many times he dies, Reverse Flash is always reborn. So that's going to conclude Reverse Flash. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the unstoppable Juggernaut. So in terms of AP, the Juggernaut should be around high hyperversal plus to outerversal. He has demonstrated back in the classic days to ragdoll and hurt the likes of Thor, and even take a god blast from him which is enough to even threaten even Celestials. I've mentioned some of the cosmology behind the AP before in my previous videos, so I will leave links in the description so you guys can refer to those and look far deeper into the details of the cosmology for Marvel. So Hulk himself has also been at it against Thor, and it's also been shown in the World War Hulk run that Juggernaut was powerful enough to damage and give Hulk problems, and despite current Juggernaut becoming weaker over the years, he has still demonstrated to be in somewhat of the relative respective ballpark of this AP, as he was able to completely trash onto Cosmic Ghost Rider, and this same Cosmic Ghost Rider was able to one-shot Thor. So that's going to round up AP. I'm going to go ahead and move on to speed. So Juggernaut should easily have immeasurable speed. He has demonstrated to tag Thor, and Thor himself can time travel with his raw speed alone. Thor can also tag Silver Surfer, who can also time travel with his raw speed alone, putting Juggernaut in the immeasurable speed ranges. Now you could possibly argue higher because he was able to move around in Limbo for 30 days. Limbo itself is a realm that is beyond the concepts of time and space and transcendental evil. So the realm itself is an alterversal realm. So right there and there, you can even take his speed even higher if you want to go through that route of arguing irrelevant speed for Juggernaut. So that's going to round up his speed. Now, because of the nature of this fight, I'll have to break this fight down and go over some certain things for Juggernaut during my verdict. So let's get right onto it. So in terms of AP, I would award this to Juggernaut. He has higher AP and better AP showings than Reverse Flash. So I'd have to lean more so to AP for Juggernaut. Now for speed. Now this is a little bit contentious depending on how you want to go about speed metas for certain Marvel characters. Consistently, Juggernaut should have immeasurable speed. Irrelevant speed seems more of a high end for him, but I tend to go off consistency typically, and compared to his speed feats contrast to Reverse Flash, I just have to lean more so to Reverse Flash having more of a speed edge. His irrelevant speed scaling is far more consistent, far more concrete, and I'd lean more so to Reverse Flash being comfortably in the irrelevant speed ranges. And even if we were to try and argue Juggernaut being in that tier of speed, there's just better layers and just better consistency all round for Reverse Flash being irrelevant speed. There's just more better arguments and better speed showings and feats. So I would have to reward the speed to Reverse Flash more often than not. Now, the issue here for current Juggernaut is that in character, a lot of the hacks he used to use back in the classic days, he doesn't resort to them, such as his invulnerability or firing a barrage of projectiles at his foes. He's more or less demonstrated in current times to rely on his AP and speed and to crush his opponents. So in character, against Reverse Flash, I see him more often than not trying to start off with just trying to swat Reverse Flash like a fly. Now, because Reverse Flash has the speed, and in terms of in character, Reverse Flash is going to be extremely arrogant and cocky, and he will definitely mess around and annoy Juggernaut, and he'd pretty much speed blitz and dodge a lot of Juggernaut's attacks and evade him. In fact, Reverse Flash would resort to his main ability, such as stealing kinetic energy, and he would attempt to immobilize Juggernaut. However, I don't see the speed stealing having any effect on Juggernaut. I believe the Juggernaut would be able to resist it. It's been demonstrated by Juggernaut when he faced against a character who has the ability to slow down your kinetic energy. She was able to slow down the kinetic energy of confetti, which took 5 hours for it to eventually land onto the ground. And this very same Juggernaut is able to power through this kinetic energy slowing down weird ability that she performs. So I think the Juggernaut would comfortably be able to resist such a hack. Now, if this was to happen, Juggernaut would definitely catch on, and it would in fact irritate and annoy Juggernaut, and Juggernaut would start to throw punches and start to flail around trying to attack or tag Reverse Flash. And since I rewarded the speed edge to Reverse Flash based off consistency, he would be able to evade a lot of the attacks very easily. And once Reverse Flash realizes that some of his hacks just aren't working because of Sidorac's resistances that are applied to Juggernaut, he would just simply resort to BFR tactics. He could simply BFR and leave Juggernaut in a different dimension, or even in the negative Speed Force. However, I think Sidorak would just step in at this point and save Juggernaut and remove him from there, and would simply place him back onto the battlefield. Now Reverse Flash would then resort to other tactics of BFR, such as sending Juggernaut sentries into the past and leaving him there with the Flintstones. So I don't really see a way for Juggernaut to even get out such of a situation. I don't even see him getting back on the battlefield on time, since he would be stuck far too deep into the past. Going based off standard battle assumptions, you have at least a week to return back to the battlefield, otherwise you lose via not complying to the win conditions of the battle standard assumptions. So in this situation, this would be a loss for Juggernaut. I don't even think Sidorak would even go so far to help him, especially current Sidorak. Current Sidorak just doesn't care much for Juggernaut, especially since Juggernaut's gotten weakened over the years and what Juggernaut has done to Sidorak. So I don't think Sidorak would even go so far to even protect Juggernaut from being sent back really far into the centuries, like back into the past even. And there's another method that Reverse Flash could also take. He could also go back in the past and go back in time and even kill Kane Marco as a baby and troll him. And Juggernaut doesn't have anything against A-causality hexes. He doesn't have anything to protect himself from such things. So more often than not, I'd have to lean more so to Reverse Flash winning. And in all honesty, the AP for any version of Reverse Flash really doesn't matter, since he will have the speed edge over Juggernaut regardless of which version you use. More often than not, Reverse Flash would just have a lot of options to work with, and he would have his BFR techniques to overcome Juggernaut's raw and sheer AP advantage. And even if Juggernaut would get lucky and kill Reverse Flash's A-causality type 2 will just simply kick in and revive Reverse Flash back onto the battlefield, and Reverse Flash would most definitely resort to his nasty tactics. He could even make Juggernaut in the past suffer like he did to Barry, and he'd just go into the past and pick on and torture Kane Marco, and in fact even turn up to the event before Kane Marco gets the bans of Sidorak, and he could even just claim it for his own. So Reverse Flash would be one of the users and one of the controllers of the gem of Sidorak, because, you know, Reverse Flash is just a goon in his own way. But anyway, that's going to conclude this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment down below, leave your feedback. Again, if you guys are interested in a Marvel or DC related matchup you guys want to see, hit up the Cash App, hit me up on Discord, and we can discuss something. But yeah, it's been real. I'm going to see you guys in the next one.